Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are locking in a Galaxy Opal hidden gem here in NBA 2K25. My team, my boy ISO Damos Jackson said he was going to lock in the set since he got Jalen Brunson unsellable already, and went through and decided he was going to lock it in. So here we are. He said I could open up the Opal on his account if I wanted to, and I was like, sure. I know y'all enjoy watching that type of stuff. I'm not going to lock something in on my own account. So that is certainly an option, but there's a bunch of expensive cards in here, to be fair. I mean, Cedric Maxwell's probably 120 to 130K. Gilbert Arenas is probably close to 300K. All the diamonds, I believe, are buyouts except for maybe Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson was a buyout earlier today and then wasn't a buyout later on today after he came out. And it looks like he is currently not a buyout, but is right close to it and might be. I mean, if you included Brunson's price in this is easily over $1 million MT lock-in. With Brunson's price not included, it's probably a good chunk cheaper, but still, it's a lot of MT to lock in for an Opal. Like, I'm not sure it's something that I personally would recommend. In fact, it's something I definitely would not recommend personally. It's going to be a lot of MT to lock this in, but he said he was going to do it. He said I could open it up on his account, and I was like, you know what? Sure, let's see what we get. So fingers crossed first and foremost that we get him a good Opal, because obviously don't want to lock something in on somebody's account and get a bad card. Like, he's already got a pretty darn good team, but I would think like an Opal shooting guard would be really nice for his team. Really good small forward, good power forward. There's a bunch of solid Opal hidden gems that he could get. In fact, let's go through here and look at the 75 Opal hidden gems that are currently available. I will say the last couple Opals that they've dropped, like Jalen Brunson, not that great. Derrick Rose, not that great. J.R. Smith, not that great. Anthony Edwards, honestly, not that great. Like, a lot of these Opals are not all that good of cards, which is good because it means that more and more of the good ones are still available. Guys like LeBron, Gordon Hayward. I feel like Baron Davis is decent. He's small, but he'd be really good. Grant Hill, I think Ben Wallace is probably really good. Boogie's probably all right. Donovan Mitchell's not great. He already has an Opal as well. Nate Thurman's really good, though. Oscar's solid. Powell, Dennis Rodman, George Mikan's a beast. James Worthy's a beast. Bill Walton's probably very solid. Dominique's going to be a beast. T-Mac, Wes Unseld, both super solid cards. J Kidd would be an elite defensive card. Dave Cowens is a stud. Bob Lanier's a stud, although he is only center eligible, but he's also a really solid card. Kareem would obviously be incredible. Rush, Sean Marion, KD, Amari, Carmelo, AK, Bosch, kind of, Issel, Larry Johnson. Bob Pettit's really good. AD's really good. LaMarcus Aldridge is really good. There's a lot of really, really good Opals in here. So hopefully we get one of the really good ones and not one of these bums, because there are some bums in here as well. I mean, for sure. Like, there's a lot of guys you could get who would be like, that's not good at all. Like, Darren Williams sucks. Allen Iverson, would not want to get him. Honestly, Patrick Ewing probably is pretty meh. Trae Young, definitely not a card you're looking to get. There's a good chunk of these guys who are not very good cards. I mean, Chris Paul's a good card, but he's just really small. Steve Nash isn't all that good. Mark Price is kind of bad. John Stockton, Bob Cousy. Like, a lot of these really short point guards, Tony Parker's terrible. Elgin Baylor has a bad jumper. A lot of these really short point guards are pretty bad. And so if we get one of those, that's going to suck. And I'm going to feel really bad that he locked in that much MT and didn't get anybody good. But hoping, number one, that doesn't happen. And hoping, number two, that we get lucky and pull something solid and something that's going to be fun for him to use. So with that being said, I'm glad it's not my account, because I would be real scared on my own account to do this. But if he was going to lock it in, I'm more than happy to open it up for a video, and I hope we do pull something solid. And you can complete the Mic Drop collection and redeem the Hidden Gem 97 Plus overall pack now. Lock it in, the equivalent of probably $1 million plus MT right now, with that Brunson included anyway. And without further ado, let's do it. The pack has been locked in, a Galaxy Opal Hidden Gem right here. Let's see who we get. Y'all put your guesses in the comment section down below as to who you think is going to come out of this Galaxy Opal Hidden Gem, and just hopefully it's somebody good, man. Not a bad point guard or anything like that. Like, really any position but point guard is probably going to be good. There are some good point guards too, to be fair, but there's a lot of bad point guards. Just I think if we see anything other position but point guard, that would be probably ideal, because that means there's a much higher percentage chance that it's somebody solid. But I'm nervous, and it's not even my own account, man. It's just locking this much MT in for these pink diamond Opal hidden gems, like, especially now. But even the pink diamonds, like earlier this year, I never would have done that either. I know people did it all over, but just a ton of MT to lock in, especially if you get a bad card. And so with that being said, without further ado, let's rip into it. See what we get. Fingers crossed it is somebody good, man. I hope it's a good Opal. For his sake, I hope he gets a good Opal. Western Conference, 96 post Okay, that's not a point guard. I have no idea who this is. I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all. That's not bad. If he's fast, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Kevin Love is not a bad one at all. Like, I think there are probably a lot worse opals than Kevin Love. Let's just throw him at the end of his bench and see what K Love is looking like. Realistically, this card's probably a beast. How many badges does he have? He's got 16 Hoffs. Nice. 94 3 ball. I know his jumper's really good. The dunking is decent. It's good enough. 82 block, 88 interior, 97 rebounding, 78 speed is a little bit on the slower end. Not ideal there. I'll be totally honest. I get that. But as a power forward, Hoff, rise up, hook specialist, post weight phenom, deadeye, limitless, break starter, post lockdown, pogo, stick box, beast, rebound chaser, brick wall, paint prodigy, physical finisher, post powerhouse, post up poet, set shot specialist, goal poster, area wizard, bailout, dimer, versatile visionary, and paint patroller as well. Now, he could still use like slippery off ball, challenger, off ball pest, interceptor, immovable, maybe shifty shooter, on ball menace as well. Not like the best opal in the game. I get he's only 6'8". I think his player build's pretty good. I know his jumper is absolutely elite. If he's got any sort of movement, this is a really solid pull. Like, I would not be, I mean, it's not like the best pull you could have gotten, but I actually think it's a pretty good pull because K Love, I know the stats aren't game changing or game breaking, but 78 speed, you got a coach that boosts speed and a shoe that boosts it. And you're like, oh, does that Curry escape? I'm not sure if that's Curry escape or another one that looks like it, but he's got a really nice escape. So, ooh, that's kind of fire. Hold on. Let me pull up 2KDB real quickly just so I can see what his SIGs are, because that's a really nice escape. And his jumper's cash. He's kind of a beast. I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. K Love, I understand he's a little slow, but he's kind of a stud. Really nice jumper. Oh, it's De'Aaron Fox escape. That's what it is. He's got basic dribble style. He's also got basic fade, which, by the way, is a fade that I actually think is pretty decent. Like, it's not as good as Pro 2, but it's not bad. So he's got a pretty good fade. He's got a nice escape. His jumper is absolutely cash. He's solidly athletic. He's got good enough speed. I mean, I wish it was 85, not 78, but with a shoe and a coach, that's still going to be 90. It could be a whole heck of a lot worse. A guy who's this good of a shooter, as capable of especially rebounder, but solidly versatile defender as he is as well. I mean, yes, he's a little small, but I think this is a really good card. I'm not gonna lie. It could have been a heck of a lot worse. Let's just put it that way. Kevin Love, it'd be interesting to hear what his opinion is, but I think that's pretty good. Like, if this was me, I would be not mad, because compared to what it could be anyway, I'd be not mad at all, to be totally honest. Does he have a good behind the back by any means? Let's just check real quickly and see if he's got a decent behind the back. Same side hezi isn't bad. Okay, you can actually burst out of that same side hezi as well, which means you can spam his escape, which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This card is tough. Like, if he had a better dribble style than basic, he would be a beast, because everything else movement-wise is actually pretty good. Like, the behind the back isn't great, but the drag back's not bad. The escape is really good. The release is nice. He's a stud. Good fade as well. I'm a fan of this K Love card. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I think he's really solid, and I would be far from angry. Let's just put it that way. If I was him and I got K Love. With that being said, that's going to do it for this video. So I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.